Thing and one thing only. Live streaming. A high-definition broadcast brought to you by your hosts, the StreamGeeks, Paul Richards and Tess Protesto. Available via video on Facebook and YouTube Live, plus via audio on our podcast cast channels on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher Radio. StreamGeeks, the tech geek source for the latest in live streaming and video production. Let's get started.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to StreamGeeks Live.
Scratch that. StreamGeeks Live. What's up, geeks? I'm Tess Protesto.
And I'm Paul Richards.
Today's a very exciting topic for us today, Facebook Workplace.
Yes, this is episode 16. Last week, we talked about free private live streaming. The reason why you might want to do private live streaming is if you're monetizing your live stream or you have something that you don't want the whole world to see. It might be copywritten, protected. You want to save yourself from Facebook or YouTube. And this is kind of the same thing, but more advanced and different. So I'm excited to share it with you guys.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different things that Facebook Workplace allows you to do. It's meant to be an inter-office communication platform, but with the capability of live streaming, we see this going beyond the workplace and maybe more into your business model, a blend of both. Who knows? We're going to dive into that today.
Yeah, and speaking about going beyond the workplace, we're going to open up the LiveView Solo. This is a brand new product from LiveView that allows you to just go completely mobile. So it's got cellular bonding technology. We'll open that up after we go through our feature topic of the week. So our feature topic of the week is... audio.
For the StreamGeeks featured topic of the week.
Facebook Workplace.
Workplace, live streaming.
We have Facebook Workplace up on the television here so we can share that with you. We're going to kind of bring you into our Facebook Workplace through the desktop capture and show you what this looks like. So it's basically Facebook, but it is internal to just your organization. So here it is here. And you can see it has the StreamGeeks logo. It looks exactly like Facebook, except nobody else can access it except for our friends that we invite.
The people that are invited to this group.
So it has a lot of organizational friendly features. Mm-hmm. So it's ready for the enterprise, they say. On the right-hand side, you can see they're offering an app. So they'll text you the app so you can go live right from your smartphone, from your Apple or your Android device, which basically gives everyone in your organization the ability to go live, not to the whole world, internal to your organization. So that removes so many barriers of feeling afraid, especially in the corporate workplace. Like, am I allowed to share this?
Yeah.
You know, or am I going to make our brand look bad by going live on Facebook and something not going right? Mm-hmm. This is all internal, so it takes a lot of that pressure off. These are just, hopefully, your friends, your internal team.
Yeah, and there's some options that Facebook Workplace gives you that a regular private Facebook user group would not. As I can see right here, the organizational chart and the company dashboard allows for a business-friendly, setup and user interface here. Interface is the word I was looking for.
Yeah, and if we scroll down a little bit on the right-hand side, you can see you can follow people in your organization. So if there's people who they may be in another part of the country or another department, but you know that what they're working on is interesting enough for you to follow them.
Exactly. And there's also shortcuts to groups within your workplace. So, the marketing team can have one group, the sales team can have another, groups within groups. It's a great place to organize your company.
Yes, and the groups is really where where Facebook really comes alive, because there's two things that I think are really amazing here. One is to be able to aggregate all the content coming from a large organization. Like we're in a small business with less than 50 people, and I still find it hard to keep track of what everyone's doing.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine being in an enterprise level business with 5,000 people and trying to keep up with everybody. So the Facebook Facebook algorithm allows you to basically, I'm going to call it crowdsource information. So whatever's getting the most likes, the most engagements, the most shares will show up at the top of your newsfeed the same way Facebook will, except this time there's no viral videos, there's no pictures from your grandma, there's no sponsored ads. This is just the most engaged content from your organization being moderated using the YouTube algorithm, which billions of people use every day.
Very interesting to me. And the thing that's really exciting about Facebook Workplace for us is the ability to live stream, of course.
Yes.
From a CEO or C-level position at a company, it's a great way to stay in contact and in communication with your employees, with hosting maybe weekly streams and whatnot.
And this price point is incredible. Okay, there are businesses right now using something like IBM's Ustream, to cast. They're paying thousands of dollars to live stream events, even internally, just to their corporation, to thousands of people across the world. Facebook Workplace, that's free. That's included. So we'll talk a little bit about the pricing, but it's $3 per month for unlimited access. That's 3 months per month per user. So if you have 3,000 people, that's $9,000 per month. And then there's also a free version. And I forget who said this in the chat, but it's 100% free for nonprofits. So this is, if you're a nonprofit, you should be using this.
Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan,
Yeah,
for
hearing
telling
that
us
it's
that.
free for nonprofits is huge.
Yeah. So now the ability to live stream being included for free. I mean, the amount that you have to pay to do something like that, I can't believe Facebook can afford to do it. They've obviously got something going on with their algorithm and their compressions and their servers. I guess maybe they have so much overhead for having to, have all the servers for Facebook that maybe this is just a drop in the bucket for them.
Yeah. Now, depending on the amount of people that are going to be viewing your live streams on your own internet bandwidth, and you will have to be able to support that, but the option is there.
Now, I wanted to show Facebook groups in a little bit more detail because there's, I think there's 5 different types of groups. And if we can go ahead and create a group to show you through that process, groups are incredibly important because groups are where you create a group of team members or people that only need to see certain content. Mm-hmm. So if we go over here and hit the Create Group button, it's going to give us 6 different options. You want to kind of
I like the prompts that it gives you. If there's an individual project, and we are team-based at our company as well, it's very familiar to us right there. Open discussions for feedback and ideas. What else do they have?
Yeah, and that could be great for HR.
Yep.
Or something where it's like, hey, anyone, that would be like an open place for people to post things.
When the guys don't replace the toilet paper roll, we can slap a picture of that in the open discussion forum.
This is that. I'm glad you said that because that sounds funny. But this is social media. This is pictures. This is videos. This is live video. This is polls. This is an advanced, I would say the world's most advanced social media platform.
Yeah, for business communication, I see this being a huge hit. You can share announcements if somebody were to have a promotion or if there was an event coming up that everybody needed to know about.
Look, they have ping pong.
I know, for the social part, everybody's meeting for happy hour.
This is the modern workplace.
This is the modern workplace. If you're collaborating with other companies.
That's a big deal.
Yep.
That is a big deal because now this also replaces other tools on the market for intercommunication team collaboration. Now, Slack, which is a big one, this is going to be a huge competitor for Slack.
Yes, it is.
It's cheaper than Slack. It does more. That's all I'm going to say. We're not doing a comparison right now. Buy and sell?
Buy and sell. What
Are
does
they
that
trying to create?
mean?
Are they trying to create little communities of people that can buy and sell certain things?
So this brings up something interesting and another use for Facebook Workplace that we see happening in the future. Maybe this isn't just within your business or organization. Maybe you pay for a membership to your Facebook Workplace. We keep using Lady Gaga as a reference. If she has a fan club that she would like to choose to, or the fan club organizer would like to choose to, host a concert maybe to live stream to the fans. There's an option here for this. What is the solution there?
Yeah, so this is incredibly interesting to me because we work with a lot of bands, a lot of video production companies that live stream for music festivals, and music festivals are a big thing for us. We did one this summer. And so the whole music world is ripe for live streaming and learning how to live stream. So there's couple different ways to monetize it, and small bands in particular are sometimes on the road. They're hand to mouth, they're just
Small
paying
venues.
enough money to get to the next city, and they're not getting paid a lot of money. So for them to be able to monetize their live shows with their audiences that might be dispersed all around the country or all around the world could literally make or break the band actually being able to stay together.
So you could live stream to your Facebook Workplace, allow paid customers to become a user of the workplace. And, here's the thing that's going to get people excited, our followers in particular, copyright issues, Paul?
Yes, I want to cover that as well. The copyright issues that you have on Facebook Live and YouTube Live are non-existent on Facebook Workplace because you've already signed a privacy contract with Facebook saying that, hey, this is not going to the public world. This is a private area. So I tested live streaming a Lady Gaga concert and literally her music videos, which would obviously be copywritten audio. No copyright strikes because this is not going out to the public.
Yeah, there's a solution for artists that want to, produce their own content. Gene Greenwood had brought up issues where artists are playing their own music and they're getting flagged for copywriting material. There's a solution, and this is a workaround for that.
Yeah. So, and before we leave the music portion of this of our conversation, I wanted to mention the ideas behind the live streaming and monetizing for bands. So, what I would see Facebook Workplace being is like a premium access place for your community.
Yep.
So, like if you, let's say, and I'm just ballparking, let's say if you live stream your concerts for one pay-per-view concert, maybe let's say it's $10. But if you pay to be in the Facebook Workplace, which is a community that you're allowed in, maybe it's $100 per year. But you get every single
unlimited
concert
access
for free,
to every concert.
behind the scenes streams, whether it's selfie content, the ability to actually talk with other people in the community, but it's an exclusive community. You get where I'm going with this?
People like me, I'm a super fan of Jesse James Decker, and I have this little group of people that I feel like they understand me, and we always follow the same Jesse James stuff. If there was a community like that I could feel not like a total dork, like geeking out about how much we love her, if there's like a private community like that, I would pay to be in that.
Yes. So now with that framework and thought process in mind, because I love the Facebook Workplace for workplaces, for organizations, for that kind of stuff. But let's take a look at Facebook Workplace one more time. And now I want you guys to imagine that we're Lady Gaga or we're Jesse James Decker. Okay, and we're setting up a Facebook Workplace for our fans. Now, what we would probably do is we would have a live music group. Okay, and again, we could also have multiple groups, and these groups, see, this says open group, but we could also have a private group where you paid even more money
within the Facebook Workplace.
Facebook Workplace, you can have. Wow. So let's just. So
you can have fan group access, but not concert access.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So let's go to group. Let's create a group.
So there could be tiers for what you have access to.
So let's call this. What should we call this one? Let's call it a. There could be open discussions. Let's call this social and more. And so we'll call this the private live stream group. And so within your Facebook Workplace, I'm thinking there might even be an even more exclusive, like just to play with this idea.
People who sell online webinars and courses.
Hit the customize button.
This is a gold mine for you.
Now see here, so we have open, closed, and secret. So open, anyone can see it, anyone can join it. And that also means that all the posts in this group may or may not turn up in the regular newsfeed.
Okay.
But closed, anyone in StreamGeeks can see it, but they have to, only members can see the posts, and basically they can ask.
They could find the group, but not see what's being posted within the group.
And they could actually say, I want to join the group, but the admin could say, nope, you're not allowed in, you haven't paid yet, or whatever. And then the other one is secret group, and
Meaning
only
you'd have to be
members can see
invited?
it. Yeah, no one can see it. No one can find it, but you'd have to be invited, yes.
How would you want to do that? I think the closed group would be good because
Closed
then it
would be
might
ideal.
tempt
Yes.
people to
Oh,
be like,
yes.
oh, I want to be part of that.
If it were me, I would set up the open groups would be for like those social places where people just go to talk about HR or, open discussions about the company vacation or who's excited about the tour dates for the band. But the closed, this would be where more restricted access, where in the case of Jessie Decker, the closed groups, it could say private live stream Chicago, $15, pay here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's
And then
exactly.
as soon as they pay, the admin adds them to this closed group. This is huge, I think.
Yeah, I just think that we're thinking of like a creative use for it that, a lot of people might not have considered. Like I just touched on the fact of, people who sell online courses for how-tos on whatever the topic is. They could use this and, based on what courses you've taken or, how much you've paid or donated, you'd be able to access more content. You could be labeled as a certain tier member, premium member.
And these
like
things
that.
are happening in Twitch. They're happening like Twitch has like ranks and things that they use. So
Yeah, I'm
the
thinking
live
of
streaming
Kickstarter.
world, and especially in China, a lot of the live streaming, the live streaming in China is very monetized with tokens and ranks and things. So it's not unheard of. But I think here in America, we might be a little bit more upfront about these groups, but this could be a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah, from a nonprofit organization
doesn't even exist
standpoint, based on donation amount, you could allow access to certain things. I don't know what that appealing content would be. But if the nonprofit is hosting a concert or performance based on donation, you could monetize it that way. You could literally earn money through this. Very interesting. And that's where that buy and sell option that I'm seeing on Facebook Workplace will come into play within your groups. You could post your product or event there.
Yeah, I mean, buy and sell.
It's like they've already set this program up.
It's
to have
so
that ability.
Open-ended. So the only thing I don't like about it is sometimes when things are so open-ended, it's not specifically for bands. It really is specifically for organizations and companies.
Yeah.
So it's almost you have to
I
get
haven't
creative
spent
if you
enough
want to.
time on this yet, and as you can see, it says we've been quiet lately because we
Yeah,
haven't
we've
spent
been
enough time there.
Yeah.
But we'll share with you guys as we continue to find out more about this.
Yeah, we'll share with you guys how this is all working for us because we are moving to a new office and we need to stay connected with the main hub office. So we're going to try to use this tool. If the engineers are working on something, a new NDI camera feature, they can live stream it. We can comment. We can engage. They can react with us.
Yep.
And
I'm really interested in the poll feature so I can get quick feedback on what people prefer.
Yeah, the poll feature, everything in Facebook built in. It's much more dynamic than Slack. It really is. It just has a bad stigma with people not wanting to use Facebook. A lot of people don't
You'd
like
have to have a
for whatever
Facebook
reason.
account.
You don't need a
I don't
Facebook
remember.
account.
Yeah, you just need a work email.
Yes, you just need that is the one thing that you can't use an @Gmail or @Yahoo or @Hotmail. It has to be a work email. So if you were going to build a community of your followers, and let's say you're Jesse James Decker and you have 10,000 people that want to join, you might actually have to give them test.protesto@jessejamesdecker.com. Thank
Could
you
be
for your
fun to have your
$100.
own Jesse James Decker email, and you're part of the Jesse James Decker website that's then connected to the email. There's a lot of potential there.
So that was one thing that Gene Greenwood, when he was testing, found out is that it is built for companies, so they're asking for the yourdomain.com.
You'd have to pay for your
Gmail.
special email address and whatnot.
Yeah, so that is a hidden cost that we found. But $3 a month per user and a free option.
Your users could pay for themselves, essentially, if you were using this for business.
So that covers what we planned for today on our feature topic. And then Tess created a live video moment of the week. I'm going to try to find this for us, Tess.
In the Google Drive on the sheet, you should be able to copy and paste that link right into.
What is this?
This is something, I think it was Drake Finney. Drake, you in the chat? Shared with me in a message on StreamGeeks. So this is really interesting.
So this is the live video moment of the week?
Yeah. Well, yes. Now you're seeing a picture because this is really reflective of something that happened live. Well, okay, here, let me explain this to you.
Okay.
The live stream settled the dispute.
What?
So there was a high school football game, and we all know
That's
with the controversy with football players kneeling and people are on other sides of the debate. Well, these football players, high school football game, were snapped taking a photo. You could see they're bowing their heads and kneeling. And the newspaper, put it on the front page with a description saying that they were, doing the kneeling during the national anthem thing. And whatever this town is, they were really offended by that. The players were actually praying. They were actually kneeling and praying, not kneeling at all during the national anthem. So what happened was the live stream was able to go back, take snapshots of the team during the national anthem and prove that nobody was kneeling during the national anthem.
I feel like that has happened to me once or twice as well, and it's this world that we live in where everything has been recorded, so we don't need to worry about, solving a dispute. We've got video of this. We can go back, and now with live streaming, it's all being recorded and streamed to the cloud. So that's a great reason and example why live streaming saved the day.
Live streaming saved the day. Really saved face for these gentlemen who were really offended by the statement that the newspaper made.
So that is our live video moment.
Not sure if it was our cameras who captured it, but it might have been.
It just may have been.
Because Drake sent it to me, and I think it was the school that he's affiliated with. Continue, and I'll get back to you in a moment.
So next we're going to go to our branding quote of the week. Hit the restart button. There we go. Audio.
Additional marketing quote of the week.
Okay, so the branding quote of the week that Tess has picked out for us is: social media is about the people, not about your business. Provide for the people, and the people will provide for you. Matt Goulart. That's a cool one. That's something. And let me tell a funny story about my. This is my mother-in-law, who's 72 years old. I'm helping her start her Facebook business page. She is a florist in St. Louis, Missouri, and I set up a Facebook group for her called, it was called St. Louis Wedding Planners, because she helps plan weddings. And people started to join. And she goes, I don't know this person. I don't know that person. Why are they commenting here? And I was like, Ardell, you're creating a community for people who are wedding planners in your state that you live in the city you live in. The community will provide. The community will bring you business, will provide you inspiration. And she didn't understand that you need to let people into your Facebook group. She didn't want to let people in because she didn't know them. So that's kind of like, and then on the other side, we understand how this all works. And new people are the life and the oxygen in the room that create the value and the excitement in these groups.
Yeah. I liked that one because it's just about providing for the people and they will come to you.
So finally, we're going to get to the helpful tech tool of the week, the super tech tool. Which is, I think, number 22. Audio, there we go.
And now it's time for the super tool of the week.
So I'm really excited to show this off. Tess, if you can read us what's in this box, we'll show this off. I'm going to do a nice little opening of the box here. This is the Live U Go Solo.
All right, this is what we have here. Live U Solo HDMI video encoding unit, a MiFi 4G LTE global USB modem, U620L,
cool.
a nano SIM card version, Verizon 4G LTE, a cell modem AT&T Beam Air Card 340U LTE USB modem, a SIM AT&T US, and an LU200 camera mount kit. Wow, so it has AT&T and Verizon.
That says Netgear on it. This is Verizon.
What is this? A
so
little
I'm
mini modem?
These are paid for. These are hotspots that we could probably use. So I guess Live View, when they send these out, they
And
actually
you get
send
stickers.
So let's take a look at this thing and talk about what it does. So this is it here. It's portable, so it clips onto your belt, let's say, right? Clip that onto your
The device
belt.
is much tinier than I presumed.
Let's get rid of the box. There might be some cables in there that we'll look at, but so here it is here. So I'm saying HDMI is what I'm seeing for the input. So we plug our HDMI video and audio. There's a headset monitor there, and then this USB, I'm almost assuming, plugs in that. So you're wearing your belt pack. Let's turn it on. Let's see if it.
Do you want me to update Gleam, Paul?
Yes, please. We are going to be doing a giveaway today at StreamGeeks.com/ or StreamGeeks.us/giveaway. So this is loading. I'm turning it on. This allows us to go 100% mobile, completely mobile, and a little flicker there, but it looks pretty cool. It's on. I don't know how to use it. I've never used it before, but I wanted to talk about the technology inside of it. And it looks like you can hardwire it as well. Oh, DC in. It may just be on. I don't know how to use this thing, I'm not going to lie. I just wanted to open it today and show it off. I guess I'll have to read the manual. It says live streaming 1, 2, 3. Go to register as a new user, add the solo unit. Oh, and then you just do everything
the branding.
over the network.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
That's cool. Hook up your camera to the solo unit and stream. So you
They've got
don't
these cool
actually
images
do
too.
anything here. This might just give you status updates. You do it all over the network, which I really like.
We needed this at NAB New York.
So let's talk about that and the time that we tried to mobile stream and we didn't have enough data.
Yeah, we tried to take on NAB New York with the DJI Osmos. Did not work. It was it essentially worked for a short period of time, then cut out while it was pixelated the entire
Very
time. If
pixelated.
you saw the struggles, and we actually passed by Live View and interviewed them for a quick minute while we were doing this mobile stream, and they said, "Hey, you need us. You need the Live View Solo."
So I had to get one of these. They totally called us out, and they were like, "You can't be live streaming with 4G on your phone." And it's true. Everyone in the chat was like, "It's too pixelated, no good."
And now we
wanted to
have
see
a
the content.
solution.
So I know for a fact that I'm taking this to CES in January, Consumer Electronics Show. We're going to do some shows from Las Vegas with this. I love going there and having fun with me and Matt Davis, the lead engineer. And it could be that we'll probably use this somewhere else. I think that, I don't know if before the end of the year, because it's getting cold.
Yeah.
But I want to do a mobile stream from somewhere.
Why don't we do our office?
Well, because we already have internet there.
Oh, yeah, duh.
We might go to like downtown Westchester where our office is.
Should we show you guys
and
around
do it.
town?
Maybe we'll just
Tour
walk
the town for you
Maybe
guys?
we'll just tour the town.
And then we'll try and convince
And
them
at
of
the
why they need to
office.
come visit us for the World Studio Tour.
Yes.
Because the town's so awesome.
Okay. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to go a mobile stream with this baby, and it's going to be really fun. I don't know how it all works yet. We're going to figure that out. Maybe we'll talk about it on the next one. How much is it? That's a good question. It's called the Live View Go Solo. I think
The total's not on here.
it's $1,000. And don't forget, you do need to pay for
But if this is something
the
you do
cellular.
all the time, imperative for your business,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you spend the $1,000.
This is incredibly affordable for what it is. It is really becoming. They're becoming the standard for mobile
all
streaming.
right. The giveaway. You didn't get a chance to end the giveaway, to
Oh.
enter the giveaway.
Can you
It
extend
ended.
it for him?
I can try and
Yuta, we're going to extend it for you because Yuta is the man.
if we can.
And Yuta
Let me double check because I don't know if
has
when it
helped
ends.
us so much.
See, it went to finished.
Just add a couple more minutes for Yuta
Let's
because
see.
Yuta.
I can do that, right?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Yuta, we're going to add another 5 minutes to the giveaway because we want you to enter because Yuta helped us out a lot with wedding streaming and understanding how to live stream weddings. Gave us a lot of tips there. That's all on the PTZ Optics channel. Maybe StreamGeeks will
All
live
right, I'm
stream a
keeping
wedding
it
one of
open
these
until
days.
2:33, so everybody has a
Okay.
couple more minutes now.
So there's 4 minutes left.
Yeah,
If you
win.
still want to enter the giveaway, we're going to spin the wheel, which I'll set up here for our giveaway. Somebody could win a camera, among other things. And I met a screen printer this weekend, so we're going to print a bunch of shirts to add StreamGeeks shirts to this.
$9.95.
$9.95. Yep. And then these 4G, setups here. I don't know how much they go for, but I'm guessing it's about the same as a cell phone bill.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And I think that's why there's two of them. this is the cool thing I forgot to say. And this is the random tech fact of the week, is that what they're doing here is they've got AT&T and Verizon, and it's called cellular bonding. So if they get 2 megabits from Verizon and 1 megabit from AT&T, they combined them, and because they're always fluctuating, and now Verizon's only giving us 1 megabit and AT&T is now giving us 2, it's always a consistent 3 because they combined
So it'll never
the two.
drop or something like that?
That's probably why there's one Verizon and one AT&T, because you go to different places, and you know how like sometimes Verizon phones don't work here, but AT&T is crystal clear over there.
That makes sense.
So that's how this. I was wondering. I was like, why is there 2 of them? Because it's cellular bonding. They bond both of them, and it says now live and ready. So this thing's ready to go, and I like how all of your StreamKey stuff, I bet you go on the website. Again, I haven't used this. So next week, how about we do a more thorough review?
Sure.
But I bet you just go online and literally log into Facebook and YouTube and literally stream from there.
Sounds good.
Looks awesome. So just a couple more minutes till our giveaway.
Do you want to share the new place?
Oh my! We forgot to share. Okay, so I have 2 clips in here. I have one is a 3D look at it, but first let's do the office tour. Yeah, let's do this. In process.
It's funny.
There's Paul's wife, Lauren, and I.
Okay.
She's helping us out with the design.
Everything is
Paul's
wonderful.
ladies.
All right, and then so this is my office, the chief streaming office. Everything's still getting set up. That's Market Street in Westchester. It's a really fun, cool place to be. Tess picked up some really cool desks for us.
They're fun.
That's going to be our brainstorming area. This is Tess's office. I think I peek in there. Whoop.
It's not set up yet.
No, we'll have to show that again later.
There's Mike's office.
Now here's the studio. So this is, we put blue tape down where the furniture is going to go. So we took a tape measure, measured the bar, measured the stand-up desk. There's going to be a big vinyl wallpaper.
We're installing cameras and networking this week.
Yep. So we're going to take you guys through the whole process, but and then there's one more video, Michael. That one up there, the 3D drawing. Yeah, if we can show that. So this shows you, and just hit play. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's playing. So now here's the tech layout. So this is what it looks like a little bit more in detail here. So we've got that D-shaped table for Tess and I to do product tutorials. We're going to have a wide ankle there, just like we have here, right? Very similar. Everything's going to be NDI.
Desk being made. I'm excited for that.
We have a custom desk. That desk should be coming in on Wednesday. We're still going to have a behind-the-scenes cam if I can help it, because I like my little behind. We never use it, though.
Help it.
A ceiling camera above the product display area, so we can shoot downward. That little Samsung television's we're gonna play like fun stuff, and it might show the camera itself. There's the broadcast desk, and this is new. This is something that we're starting to recommend for our customers, is a 2-camera setup. Let's go through the wall here. 120x Z-cam and 120x PTZ optics. Because the 20x Z-cam will just frame up to exactly what we want, and then the PTZ can zoom in and get those close-ups.
I love it.
There's the little joystick controller, and that's the view from the broadcast desk.
Yay! I haven't seen this drawing yet.
Yeah, it's getting closer.
That's exactly perfect.
It's getting much closer now, so I'm really excited about this. You know what, Michael? You have... There we go. You have it on layer 4, so you just take that off. Okay, so I think Gleam is ready.
It's time to do the giveaway.
All right, now it's time to do the giveaway. It's amazing what happens when you set up Facebook page. Oh yeah, move this. Okay, this is in the way. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay, so it's almost time to spin the wheel.
We got to bring up Gleam.
Oh yeah, good point. We got to bring up Gleam
I like
on this
to do
computer.
it so everybody can see there's no questions about it.
Yeah. Right, so let's
We're
go
gonna
over to
get
Gleam
t-shirts.
here. Gleam.io. We'll bring up. Where is that?
It should be in
There it
finished
is.
now.
Boop. In finished. Yeah, I think it's always good to just show the pulling of the names. 209 entries. This is fun. I
gets
love
to spin
doing the
the wheel
wheel.
today?
Okay, Chris Sabato.
Chris Sabato, yay!
Hopefully you're here in the chat, Chris. And if you're here, just say hi. and then we'll pull the winner. So usually we give him a couple of minutes to come up. I think, what do we do, Tess? We watch his name getting pulled?
Jordan says, why the move?
That's a good question. So, well, we want more space. Let's go back here until Chris comes back. So we want more space for the studio. So one of the things, Mike, can we show a shot of this studio and this teeny little nook that we're in? So you guys can see here, this is like a conference room here. This was never supposed to be a studio. Chris
is here, yay!
Chris is here. All right, so Tessa's going to do this. Michael's going to show a shot real quick just to show this whole mess. So this is supposed to be a meeting area. Here's,
there he
is! Here's Michael. He comes, the Wizard of Oz is here.
What's up?
And so look at this. I mean, it's a conference room. There's a projector.
It is meant to be a conference room.
It kind of works in a funny way because there's a big projector over here. It works. But we want to build something that's like built to be a streaming area.
Yeah, and we officially don't have enough desks in our
or
office.
Parking spaces.
Yeah, or parking spaces. You know, Mike and I are sitting in the hallway right now with some
Thanks
other
for sticking through,
employees.
You've been in the hallway for like
so
months.
us leaving is going to open up more office space for the other employees, and you know the marketing team is going to grow eventually too. So
Mike, I'm worried about this shot because you can't see the little.
Good things are happening.
But maybe I can bring it down a hair.
All right. No, it's ready.
You can't see that part of it.
Oh, you gotta see. You gotta
zoom
see
out
the
just a hair because you gotta see the little ding thing. All right. Okay.
All right, Chris. This one's
Here
for
we
you.
Go, Chris.
1, 2, 3. It's a good one.
Well, that's a good one. That's got the suspense built in. Ooh, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Oh, Chat Connect Pro. So we're going to replace that, or you can get a mouse pad, and we're going to start adding T-shirts to this list as well, because Chat Connect Pro is slightly broken. The Facebook integration broke, and I don't know what's going on with it, so I apologize for that being
You got to let me order T-shirts.
Crappy prize. So I met a guy who does screen printing this
Really?
weekend.
So can I send him a design?
Let's
do it.
Some designs.
I got some cool T-shirts.
So, all right. Well, that's the show. Pretty much. So we're going to go ahead and roll the credits, answer questions in the chat room. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I think this was a fun show. Good job, Tess.
Absolutely. Don't forget to find us on our Facebook user groups, facebook.com/groups/StreamGeeks. Thanks a lot, guys.
Does that need to be restarted? There you go.
Our geeky grooves. Yuta says good luck on the move. Don't you dare land on a free camera. Oh my gosh! What the heck?
Oh, so much fun.
It never lands on a free camera.
All right, well, that's our show, everybody. Don't forget to leave comments in the links below. Thanks for listening on the podcast, and we will see you next week on Monday. That would be 7 days from now, the 20th, and we haven't even picked something to talk about, but it came to me.
We always come up with something.
We always come up with something, don't worry.
An issue of Paul and I not talking. That's why we're great work partners.
Yeah, I forget what it was going to be, but I had an idea for it. Anyway, we will see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye, everybody. Audio.
StreamGeeks Live, the show where we talk about one thing and one thing only. Live streaming. A high-definition broadcast brought to you by your hosts, the StreamGeeks, Paul Richards and Tess Protesto.